If the dog comes to the shop like first thing in the morning, they just ate and they haven't even been on a good walk, they're full of energy. They are not going to be good on the table. They're not going to rest well in the crate. So it's imperative that two things are done to release that energy. And very simple things can be done. So you can feed your dog out of food releasing items. So, you could do a Kong wobbler or something like this. And it depends on the dog, what size they are, their interaction with puzzles. But this is something the dog has to hit around, food comes out, but it mentally engages them. So enrichment tools that people can use at home before they come in, if they're feeding them. One of my favorites is a snoop. A snoop is an item that you put the food in, you close it up. The dog has to really work mentally to get their food. So these actually work a dog's mind. And when you engage a dog's mind for 15, 20 minutes, that dog will actually be more tired than the dog that I swam or I biked or I threw the ball for. So that if we can release the energy for them before they even come to the shop, that's number one. But number two is take that dog for a really, really long walk.
Yes,
really
please.
Long walk. So I don't know if I'm not talking about just letting them out in the backyard. That doesn't cut it. And the little loop around your neighborhood, that doesn't cut it either. Take them to a park. Go put them on a long line. Let them run. Let them chase a ball. But physically releasing their energy and then mentally releasing their energy. And make sure they go to the bathroom, because a dog that needs to go to the bathroom that's on the table does not make for. How many times have you had to stop?
I was just
because they're like.
I open my mouth.
I want to know, actually, since this doesn't happen in my...
On average, probably 50% of the dogs come to the shop and poop and pee in the shop because they weren't walked properly.
How many do it in the crate? I'm curious.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
So a dog that's pooping and peeing in their own confined space, number one, has never been confined. They don't have crate manners yet. And number two, they're scared, right? So dogs typically don't do that.
Well, but in grooming salons, they do that because owners don't prep them properly for the experience.
Absolutely. Every shop has a set of rules, but are they published and put out somewhere? Are they
put them on the wall?
Put them on the wall. Before you bring your dog in, here are things I'd like you to do. And one is going to be make sure they're pottied and exercised. They've gone to the bathroom, and so that could be like one of the rules. That's something that you're going to take this information and you're going to impart it to your clients, whether you do that on the intake or the exit when they're leaving. But I think it's incumbent upon you to relay that information to your clients, because they don't know. They don't know. They just want fluffy groomed. So I think it's important that you have a set of rules and then spend a couple minutes with each person. It doesn't have to be a half-hour lesson. I'm just talking about, here's some rules if you'd like to come to my shop and make this a good experience for your dog. Because it's not, if a dog's on the table and has to go to the bathroom, it's taking time out of the groomer's schedule to go walk a dog, and nobody wants to do that, or clean up the mess after you've groomed the dog in a crate. I don't think anybody wants to do that.
Nobody wants to do that. And when the dog's on the table and he needs to go to the bathroom, like when you need to
they don't stand still.
Aren't you like stressed out and need to go to the bathroom and you're like this?
Yes.
But that's how the dog feels. It's like, imagine you need to go to the bathroom and there's no way for you to go, so they go on the table.
Oh, no. Okay. Never owned a grooming shop, so I don't, but I've only done my personal dogs and dogs I show. That has never happened.
On the table.
Okay, that's got to change. I am very shocked.
I want comments, guys. How many of you
I want to know.
Experienced in that? And please let us know the common breed that does that.
Oh, no.
I could, 1, 2, 3, everybody. Cocker Spaniels.
Stop it. No. On the table.
On the table.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. There's something wrong with that. So,
there's something wrong with the owner.
I'm not blaming the groomers. Not at all. I'm
not the groomers. Not the dogs. But I think Cocker Spaniels have that digestive thing going on. I had one. I know that happens. And I've groomed thousands. They're a little more the IBS-y, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so a question for you then. If you have an early morning appointment, anything before 12.
Yes.
Do you ask your owners to withhold food? Is that something? Okay, so that's on that list too. There's got to be stuff on this list that you feel strongly about that you can help make your experience better with that dog. So I would say that would be one of the things. Please do, if your appointment is before 12, please do not feed your dog prior to coming to this point. And make sure they have eliminated evacuated bowels and urinated before they've come to this appointment. That's on you. The owners have to take responsibility for some of these things.